come with me on the journey. We about to go on a journey real quick. I want everyone to understand this. We about to go on a historical journey. What's new 99? Okay, seen 100 years, black people voted for Republican. They were abused by Democrats. They were beaten by Democrats. They had Jim Crow by Democrats. All of that is true. All of that happened. Civil rights movement happened. Boom, we want the right to vote. We want the right to do this. We want the right to have rights. My daddy was a sharecropper during this time, so he experienced a lot of this. The Ku Klux Klan was running through, just abusing black people. Everything they had to sit on the back of the bus, couldn't eat the same food. You are a lesser people. It was time for a change. 1968, 1965, the civil rights era, all through that time. All of this was going on. Black people had a big significant moment. Selma. Martin Luther King was a staunch Republican, friends with Richard Nixon, met Richard Nixon a lot of times. Richard Nixon was actually in power at this time. If you know history, you know all this is true. He was, during the movement, Democrats in Alabama beat Martin Luther King, put him in jail, was going to send him to a penitentiary. This penitentiary was known to kill black people. Literally the reason to send him there. So he get out the way, kill Martin Luther King. Basically a death sentence. Republicans who were black people friend, who black people voted for 100 years, sat there and did nothing. Now this video ain't about that. We're going to explain a lot more later on. But they sat there and did nothing. A Democrat, JFK, wasn't even a friend with black people. His friend said he would never march with black people just because he wasn't a marcher. Reached his hand out in black people time of need and helped black people. Lyndon B. Johnson, people say he was racist, historically racist statements. He signed the Voting Act. A Democrat signed the Voting Act. Black people can vote. Black people can own property. Black people can do this. A shift in the country led by Democrats. Years later, 93 crime bill. Republicans sat there and did nothing. Horrible bill, we found out. Sat there and did nothing about it. Just sat there. I know y'all didn't have power, but so let's fast forward to 2020. Again, a shift, a change. More equality is coming. Everything is coming. We don't know if the change is good or bad. People panicking, people scared, people are optimistic, people are downtrodden. Everything's going on. Not a peep from Republicans. Not one peep. Again, when black people need you, not a word. Silence. The silence is deafening, not mentioning black people. Our president is running on Twitter just dissing a bunch of random people over some personal thing, crying in his room, I guess. I don't even mean to diss him, but that's what he's doing. He's not even speaking on the issue. I don't even know what the Republican members in Senate are even talking about. I haven't heard a word from them or the House. Silence, again, silence is deafening. Hoping it just blows over and this doesn't affect nothing. I want to speak to you right now. There's a change coming. There's problems that need to be addressed, not silenced. Tucker Carlson, I see you. I see you see the problems in your city. I see you see it. You still not offering some solutions. You just blame other people. You blame it's their fault. 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 These liberal cities not doing it. By the way, liberal cities half and half. You got Atlanta, Charlotte, Washington, D.C. You have places that do well. Houston that do well for black people. Then you have Chicago. All them other things. We know that. Silent. A distinct silence. No. What do you have to lose? What do we have to lose? What do we have to lose? It's literally your marketing point to black people. to vote for you. Think about that. What do you have to lose? Now we need you. Silent. That's what we have to lose. We have you giving us silence. The reason I'm doing this video is because I don't like a monolith of ideas. I'm not against progressive ideas, but I'm also not against conservative ideas. I don't like a monolith of ideas. Monoliths literally lead to bad decision making. Why? Because you can't compete with ideas. Anything without competition literally probably ends up with a lackluster idea. Hence the 93 crime bill when you were silent again. No other idea? This bill seems like it'll work. Just throw black people in jail. Horrible effect on the black community. Again, when violence is happening, silence. Black on black crime is high. Silence until racism happens. I love to mention it. I've been talking about black on black crime for all the time. I hate it. Killing my people. Silence on the issue until needed. It's like a get out jail free card. Then you bring out these black people I never see until something about racism. You bring them out there. You show them on TV. They say something. No one cares because we never see them. The silence is deafening. By the way, let's talk about your party in general. Your party is getting older. Your average age increases every year. When your average age increases, means your party is slowly dying out. It might not even be 8 years. Maybe you don't care because everybody in the Senate that's Republican is 75 years old and won't see it. But your party is getting older. Why? Because you won't listen in every major issue in life you're silent on. You take the moral authority over everything, but then don't do anything. You claim you love, but don't love. Again, the silence is deafening. Take charge. Do something. Come up with your own ideas. Black people, we can help you. Because right now is your chance. The world is changing. Put your hand in it. But instead you're quiet. How about not showing random how great the stock market does when black people die? How about let's not change the issue to people trying to attack God? You can't attack God. It's a silly statement. You can't attack and dethrone God. God is omnipotent. We don't, even if somebody wanted to, how does one attack God? Shifting the subject, patriotic, America flag, anything you do to distract, and people not falling for it no more. We've seen these tactics for 20 years. How about addressing the issue? How about giving solutions? No one cares about ideas no more. Forget ideas. We don't care. How about putting a solution forward? How about actually stating something? How about standing for something? How about believing something? How about, hey, black people, we have an idea. From Trump, McConnell, anyone. When Mitt Romney go out there, you're like, he's weak, he gave up. How about, why do everyone always have to win? Why is everything about winning? Why? Why is everything about winning all the time? Why come it can't be about empathy? Why can't it be about feeling of American people? We're not combatants. We are supposed to be a family. We're supposed to be Americans. How about I want to feel like an American? I'm tired of going to the store and someone following me. I'm tired of police randomly following me. I'm tired of people assuming that I might be committing a crime. I'm tired of people watching me. I'm tired of black on black crime. I'm tired of my people being in a socio-economic structure in which thousands of poor black people is in one apartment building. There's no job for them. And it becomes some eat dog world where they join two sides, kids and gangs, and go against each other. I'm tired of all of it. Why don't you bring a solution to it? Give an idea. Just throw out one idea. Trump just made one thing like, yo, we got an African-American economic idea. How about that? How about a single moment in this time when the history is changing, giving a solo idea instead of telling me what do you have to lose? What I have to lose is silence. My voice gets silent because the people I vote for don't speak for me. That's what I have to lose. The world is changing. What are you going to do about it? Are you going to pay attention to your children who are obviously turning into what you call extreme liberals? I don't know if they're really extreme liberal, but they are turning liberal. All your kids are. They are even soft Republicans. They're not even like hard stuff Republicans. What are you going to do? You are losing your party. You are losing according to you, what you believe in. Again, just like the 60s, the civil rights movement, we are having another change in the world, and you are silent. But in the 60s, you were actually our friend. what are you gonna do about it now? But hit that like and subscribe button. It's your boy Zelmae with a new What's New 99. I love you. I cherish you. Comment your thoughts. Maybe you do have ideas and resolutions. Say it. Don't just like, you just don't vote liberal and leftist and blah, blah, blah. Stop blaming everyone else. And let's come up with a solution. All right, love you. Peace.